श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So today we have a very interesting topic and a topic of much debate in our society. So the topic is like we will discuss about Karna, a very interesting and very a deep character in Mahabharata. How many of you have read Mahabharata? On television. Which one? Like old B.R. Chopra वाला या फिर latest जो भी है B.R. Chopra. और अभी स्टार प्लस पे भी एक है ना. So yeah. So in that Karna's character is very interesting character. And people often debate. Just few days back I got a call. How I thought that I will give presentation on this lecture. Few days back one of my old friend called me and he said, just tell me who is more powerful, Arjuna or Karna? There is debate going on and what should I say? In his, he used to work somewhere in a firm and then colleagues were debating about this, so he wanted an opinion about it. So actually, frankly speaking, at that point of time, I was also not sure about Karna because I also heard many things, so I sort of did research and I tried here to present the things as I assimilated and heard from various saintly personalities and scriptures. So I want first of all of you also, like I don't want this discussion to be one-sided. I want this discussion to be participative. So I would be very much happy if you also share your opinions and your thoughts about it. So what are your thoughts about it? Like how many of you think that Karna was a victim actually? He उनके साथ बहुत ही बुरा हुआ जो हुआ. Is there anyone? Okay. बताना चाहेंगे आप, मतलब क्यों ऐसा लगता है आपको? हैं?
सर मतलब वो कृष्ण की मतलब बड़े वो सर मतलब बुरे का साथ दे रहे थे लेकिन मतलब वो खुद में अच्छे थे.
ओके.
मतलब उनको बुरा का साथ देना पड़ा अपने दोस्त की वजह से.
ठीक है. तो खुद में अच्छे थे कैसे, वही मैं जानना चाहता हूँ. That I want to know. कैसे, किस चीज से पता लगता है कि वो अच्छे? कोई और प्रूफ? कोर्ट को प्रूफ चाहिए. यस.
वही अकेले थे ना जब द्रौपदी आरण में भी सबसे पहले वही बोले थे दुर्योधन को कि आप क्यों कर रहे हैं. स्टिल
नहीं.
वॉइस या थिंक सो.
वो कर्ण नहीं विकर्ण थे. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons. Out of them, one was Vikarn. So he was Vikarn only in the whole assembly who spoke against Draupadi's attempted disrobing by Duryodhan. Anyone else? जिसको लगता है कर्ण was actually a किस को लगता है कर्ण was a negative character? किस को लगता है कर्ण was a positive character? How? You share. If you want to share, can you?
Because he always stick to his words.
Okay.
He has given to Mata Kunti and
Yes. माता कुंती क्या प्रॉमिस दिया था उन्होंने? What was
वो
it?
पांडव के साथ नहीं, वो दुर्योधन के साथ रहेंगे.
ठीक है. पीछे भी कोई हाथ? Somebody raised hand at the back. What is your thought?
He is known as Danveer.
दानवीर कर्ण, दान दे दिया था. Yes. तो बहुत चैरिटी के देते थे. तो यार इतना अच्छे आदमी थे तो उनके साथ ऐसा बुरा क्यों हुआ?
इस कर्म
शायद उनको मतलब पास्ट टाइम में उन्होंने होगा इसकी वजह से ये मतलब उस टाइम उनको उसका कर्म को भुगतना पड़ा।
ठीक है, अब बताइए एसोसिएशन। तो अब हम आते हैं कर्ण के जीवन में। Actually, Karna was a very, very powerful fighter. Some people even say that Karna was better than Arjuna. Because I was reading Mahabharata, in that it was mentioned that when Karna and Arjuna was face to face, then first of all Karna what he did was, he with his one arrow he broke the string of Arjuna. Then Arjuna put another string on his arrow. Then Karna immediately broke that string also. Then Arjuna brought another string, and this thing happened for 12 times. And then Arjuna was knowing that, bro, this person is very powerful. But then there is another incident also, when actually Pandavas were hiding in the kingdom of Virat, King Virat. So they were in disguise. Everybody was assuming a different form. Bhim was a cook there. Arjuna was a dance teacher. So they were hiding in different forms. So then Virat king was attacked by these Duryodhana and party. In that party who was there? Karna was also there. So then these 5 Pandavas they helped King Virat and they chased away all the. So this thing also happened. So it's very difficult to ascertain actually who among them was powerful, because both incidents are there. If you see, if you go back into time little bit, then there was Swayamvar of Draupadi was happening, and in that Swayamvar, because Karna was also there and Arjuna was also there, and Draupadi was knowing कि यार अगर if Karna comes first, then he will shoot the eye of the fish. तो इसको कैसे ना कैसे इससे नहीं करना है शादी. So then she said कि he is a Sut Putra. He is not a Kshatriya. I will not marry her. And then Karna was disqualified on that account. Otherwise, Karna could have pierced the eye of the fish. So from these different angles we study, and then in Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit, the grandson of Arjuna, he says that actually my grandfather was like a small fish among very big whale fishes and alligators. So these all fighters, Bhishma, Drona, they were very great. And my grandfather Arjuna was not so significant. Still, because he was with you, you saved him. That's what he says. So actually Karna was, we have to agree that he was a very powerful fighter, because his guru was, who was his guru? Parshuram. He took training under Parshuram. Parshuram was also guru of Dronacharya, and Dronacharya taught this Dhanur Vidya to Arjuna. So he learned directly from Parshuram, who is incarnation of Vishnu. So we will understand this. So this photo you can see, this is one and only rare temple of Karna. Only one temple is there, very rare. This is Karna's temple. So before Mahabharat Yudh, Krishna approached Karna, and he said to Karna that Karna, actually you are son of Kunti. He revealed this thing. And then he said, if you still change your mind, although the battle is about to start, but if you change your mind and if you come on the side of Pandavas, then I promise you that I will make you the king of the whole earth. I will make these Pandavas, Bhima will hold umbrella for you. Yudhishthir Maharaj will follow you. I will follow behind you. And these all Pandavas will serve you like anything. And you will be the king of the whole earth. And then that's how Krishna tried to convince Arjuna. But then Karna was adamant. Because Karna was saying that I have my friendship with Duryodhana, and Duryodhana actually helped me in my bad times when I had nothing. So then at that time Duryodhana helped me. So what happened was, Karna was actually born to Kunti Maharani. Kunti Maharani, when she was a little child, So Durvasa Rishi came to his father's palace, and she served very nicely Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa Rishi is a incarnation of Lord Shiva. So she served Durvasa Rishi very nicely, and then Durvasa Rishi gave her this mantra, very special mantra, that if you chant this mantra, then you can call any of the demigods at your will. So one time she thought, बच्चे होते हैं, कुछ ऐसा दिमाग नहीं होता ज़्यादा. So she thought, let me try it, and she chanted the mantra, and then who came? Surya came, and then she was little afraid, but then Surya Dev said, now you have called me, then I will give you a child. Then she said, no, I am a young girl and I am not yet married, and what will people say? I will not be able to stay virgin if I give birth to a child. Then Surya said, no, the son will be born out of your ears. So then Karna was born out of the ear of Kunti, and that's why his name was Karna. Karna is Sanskrit name for ear. But then Kunti was still afraid. अगर लोगों को पता चल गया तो क्या बोलेंगे, क्या नाम रखेंगे, ऐसा करके. So what she did was, उसने उसको नदी में ऐसे बहा दिया. Then there was a carpenter with the name Adirath. So Adirath picked that child and he raised along with his wife. His wife's name was Radha, not the Radha of Krishna, but another Radha. So they both raised him, and then later on, when he became friends with Duryodhan, so Duryodhan made him the king of Anga Pradesh. So that's why he is also known as Angraj. And one of the name of Karna is Radheya also. Radheya, because he was adopted by Radha. That's why Radheya is also his name. So then Duryodhan benefited him in so many ways. That's why Karna feel obligated. Here I should also reciprocate in that way. But Duryodhan was very wicked. That's why we can say Karna was actually going through a tug of war in his heart. Same tug of war we also go in our life. Here sometimes we are confused whether to take side of dharma or whether to do our duty. This is the most common confusion in a person's life. Dharma or a duty. So this is a tug of war happening in all of our hearts. So how to resolve it? What is the formula for resolving it? What is the basis on which we can solve this issue? Sometimes we have a duty, material duty, not a spiritual duty. It's a material duty, and we have a spiritual goal, we have a dharma also there. So here, first of all, we have to understand who is giving these duties. So all these duties, that you have to serve your father, you have to serve your parents, you have to do good to your brother, you have to speak good, you have to... These are all rules and regulations in the society. Who made all these rules and regulations? Anyone know? कौन decide करता है ये? कैसे? So in scriptures there is a verse धर्मम ही साक्षात धर्मम तो साक्षात भगवत प्रणीतम. ये सारे जो ड्यूटीज हैं ये कहाँ से आते हैं? भगवान से आते हैं. भगवान ने डिसाइड किया रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस. इस संसार में क्या क्या करना चाहिए, कैसा कंडक्ट करना चाहिए. एंड वो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आर कमिंग टू अस इन डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स. सो ही गेव इट टू ब्रह्मा, ब्रह्मा गेव इट टू हिज सन्स, एंड देन दैट्स हाउ इट केम टू आवर ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर, then grandfather, then our parents, and those rules and regulations and duties and what is wrong, what is right, then it is coming to us through our parents, through our teachers, through society. So ultimately they are coming from God. They are coming from God. So for example, now I give you a scenario. For example, government has made these laws. Red light जब जलेगा, you have to stop. Green light जब जलेगा, then you have to go, like that. But for example, Prime Minister comes and he says कि bro, you अभी आपको green light पे रुकना है और red light पे जाना है. So what will you do? You will follow that, right? You will not say कि no, आप मेरे को गलत करने के लिए बोल रहे हो. Actually red light पे रुकना होता है. You will not say like that, right? Similarly, now God, who has made all these things that you have to be friends, you have to reciprocate with your friend, you have to help your friends, these rules and regulations are also given by God. He Himself has come and He is asking you to do something. Then what should you do? You should follow Him. That's all. So, this is the difference between Karna and Arjuna. Arjuna, or okay, we can say Arjuna was little less powerful than Karna. But what good thing he did? He took the side of Krishna. When the battle was about to start, so Duryodhana and Arjuna both approached Krishna. Why? Because they both wanted. Duryodhana thought that कि यार कृष्ण को भी अपनी साइड में लेता हूँ. So they both went to Krishna. At that time, Krishna was taking rest. So Duryodhana went and sat behind near his head, and Arjuna sat beside near his feet. So when Krishna woke up, then whom he first saw, he saw Arjuna, and then he saw Duryodhana. So he asked, okay, you both have come to ask for my help in the war. Okay, I will help you. But I saw Arjuna first, that's why I will ask him to, put his demand forward first. So he gave chance to Arjuna. And then Duryodhana was thinking in the meantime, this Krishna, he always takes sides of these Pandavas. Okay, what to do? So but he put forward one condition, that on one side I will be there and I will not fight. And on the other side, my Narayan Sena will go. So Arjuna asked for Krishna, although Krishna was not to fight, but still he said, ki nahi, you will be on my side. And Duryodhana was thinking, these Pandavas, they are foolish, now I will have Narayan Sena. So like that. So that's how we come to this conclusion that Arjuna always chose Krishna to be on his side. Now, if we talk about Karna, so Karna was doing his material duties. Now the question comes, was Karna a wicked person? So we have to go a little bit backwards in the history. When Draupadi was disrobed, so he was not the one who stopped the disrobing. Actually, he was the one who incited Duryodhana कि करो, आप द्रौपदी का चीरन करो. क्यों? Because when the Samvar was happening, then Karna was insulted. He was called Sutputra, so he wanted to take revenge. So he said कि नहीं, you disrobe her. Although Duryodhana was not planning to do so, but Karna incited him कि नहीं, ये करना चाहिए. Because Karna was actually envious of Arjuna from the beginning, Pandavas from the beginning. Because when he approached Dronacharya कि मेरे को भी Dronacharya Institute of Archery में admission लेना है, तो Dronacharya denied it because you are not a Kshatriya. I deny you admission in my college. So then he approached Parshuram later on. So Dronacharya, because Dronacharya's favorite student was Arjuna, so that's why Karna was always envious of Arjuna. So that negativity was there in Karna. Plus also when Karna approached Parshuram for getting admission in the college, he was knowing that Parshuram will not give me admission. So what I have to do? I have to lie. So he introduced himself as son of a Brahmana. Then Parshuram trained him, and then one day what happened was, he was in the ashram of Parshuram, and Parshuram was taking rest, so he was massaging his feet. So he thought, so one insect came and he started walking on his lap, and that insect bit on his lap, and it started drinking blood. But he could not move because he thought that कि अगर move करूँगा तो गुरुजी जग जाएंगे, तो उनको disturbance ना हो. So later on when Parshuram woke up, he saw कि यार इसका तो इतना सारा खून बह गया है. Then he ascertained that you are not son of a Brahmana, you must be a son of Kshatriya. Otherwise you could not tolerate this much pain. And then he confessed his lie, and then Parshuram cursed him that whenever you will require your powers most, at that time you will forget all your powers. That curse was given to him at that time. So Karna got this boon. So Karna, you can clearly see there are some good aspects to his personality also, and there are some bad aspects to his personality also. So as I said, it is a tug of war. So what is the root cause of that duality in his character? For that we have to go to previous life, his previous life. So previous life there was a demon named as Dambodhbhava. Dambodhbhava was a demon, very ferocious demon. He was doing austerity for many years, tapasya, and that's how he pleased Surya Dev. And Surya Dev appeared in front of him, and Surya Dev asked, "What do you want, my child? I am pleased with you." So he said, "Make me immortal, O Surya Dev." So Surya Dev said, "My dear demon, I myself, I am not immortal. Even from Brahma, all the demigods, they are not immortal. Nobody in this material world is immortal. Everybody wants to be immortal. That's why they are opening so many hospitals and doing so many scientific research so that we will one day become immortal. But one person cannot ditch death. However powerful a person might be, but he cannot escape from the four principles of life. What are those four principles? Birth, disease, old age and death. However powerful that person might be, but he cannot escape those four principles of life. These four principles of life. So Surya Dev told this thing to Dambodhbhava. Then Dambodhbhava, he was a demon. So demons also have some intelligence, although they use their intelligence in a negative way. So he thought what to do now. So he thought कि okay, I will ask for a boon जिससे कि my killing will be impossible. So he said, give me 1,000 armors, और give me those armors जिसको break करने के लिए a person would require 1,000 years of penance, tapasya. तब जाके he can break that armor, one armor, and as soon as he will break that one armor, he will die. Give me that kind of armor. Surya Dev was thinking, yaar, what he is asking? He's asking for a big thing, but what to do? He had done so much tapasya, so I will have to give this boon to him. So Surya Dev granted that boon. Demigods are like this. Demigods, although a boon is harmful for the person or the whole society, they go. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that only the person who are less intelligent, they go to demigods. They go to demigods. Why? Because demigods, apparently it may seem that demigods grant our boon very easily. But actually demigods, when they grant some boon, it is harmful for that person also. For example, Bhashmasur, he went to Lord Shiva कि give me a boon कि जिसका भी ऊपर हाथ रखूं वो आदमी भस्म हो जाए. Lord Shiva granted. What he did is he decided to kill Lord Shiva only first. उसके दिमाग में क्या थॉट आया? डीमन है ना, उसके दिमाग में थॉट आया लॉर्ड शिवा को मारूंगा, पार्वती से शादी करूंगा. और फिर बाद में जाके फिर हाउ लॉर्ड विष्णु केम, इंटरवीन एंड ही सेव्ड द होल सिचुएशन. सो दिस इज द थिंग विद डेमीगॉड्स. देवी देवताओं के साथ ये होता है प्रॉब्लम कि व्हेन दे गिव, बट कृष्णा और विष्णु व्हेन दे गिव सम boon, it is permanent in nature. For example, if Krishna is giving material opulence to someone, that opulence will stay and that will be useful for that person. It will not be harmful for that person. That's why you see, जब ये पहले हम लोग मूवी देखते थे, ये जो डाकू वगैरह होते हैं, कभी देखा है कि विष्णु के पास जाते हो आशीर्वाद के लिए, आज हम डाका डालने के लिए जा रहे हैं, भगवान कृष्ण हमको आशीर्वाद दीजिए. किसके पास जाते थे? हे दुर्गा, हे काली, हे भोलेनाथ, जय महाकाल, ऐसे. Why? Because they know कि यार विष्णु जो है वो ऐसा कुछ गलत काम करने के लिए he will not give us boon like that. So they go to demigods. So Dambodhbhava then was granted by Surya Dev, this boon. Okay, he got 1000 armors, and then जो जिस चीज की उम्मीद थी वही हुआ. He started troubling everyone, including Brahmanas, including demigods and other living entities. And then there was a daughter of Daksha. So she prayed to Lord that Lord, somehow or other, please stop this demon. He's troubling everyone in this world. So then later on, that daughter was married to Dharma. Dharma was a Manas Putra of Brahma. He was born out of mind of Brahma. And then Lord told her that I will appear as your son. And then Lord appeared as twins. Like Lord granted him boon that twins will be appearing. And then Nar and Narayan Rishi were born out of that daughter. And then Nar and Narayan Rishi wanted to kill that demon Dambodhava, who is also known as Sahastra Kavacha, because he has 1000 Kavach now, 1000 armors. So Nar and Narayan Rishi was knowing कि यार इसको मारने जाएंगे तो इसने तो शर्त रखी हुई है कि जो भी मारेगा he will die immediately. So what to do? And person who has to damage one armor, he has to do tapasya for 1000 years. So Nar and Narayan Rishi were actually like this, that they were completely in sync with each other. एक को जो चाहिए था वो दूसरा करता था, इसको जो चाहिए था वो करता था. दोनों सिंक में थे पूरा, एक जिस्म दो जान टाइप के, नहीं दो जिस्म एक जान. तो वो था उनका. तो फिर नर उसके पास गया, सहस्त्र कवच के पास गए और बोले कि फाइट में. सहस्त्र कवच ने अपना डीमन वाला हंसी दिया पहले तो. किसी को आता है क्या डीमन वाला हंसी कैसे? कोई वॉलंटियर करके बताएगा? कोई एक्टिंग फील्ड से अगर कोई थोड़ा ड्रामा. कृष्ण पांडे कैसे कैसे हंसता है डीमन? अरे यार ऐसे ये तो अप्सरा जैसे हंस रहा है. एनीवन? इसे डीमन से तो कोई नहीं डरेगा. कोई हंसना चाहेगा डीमन की तरह? हाँ आप हंसिए. हाँ ट्राई कीजिए. कौन? अच्छा अच्छा हाँ एक्टर लोग हैं. यस यस वॉलंटियर यस. एक थिएट्रिकल परफॉर्मेंस हो जाए डीमन का जो लाफ्टर है. ऑडिशन हो रहा है इधर. यस आप ही एक बार ट्राई कीजिए. हाँ रावण कैसे हंसता था. वेरी तो सहस्त्र कवच के बाद जब नर ऋषि गए लड़ने के लिए तो वो भी ऐसे हंसे. तो फिर वो तो बोला ये नन्हा सा इंसान मुझसे लड़ेगा? नहीं मैं नहीं लड़ूंगा इससे. तो बोला भाई मैं तुमसे लड़ने के लिए आया हूँ, दम है तो लड़के बताओ. तो बोला ठीक है चलो आ जाओ. फिर उसने सोचा कि इसको तो ऐसे ही मार दूंगा मैं, ऐसे थोड़ा थप्पड़ मारने के लिए. लेकिन जैसे उसने मारने लगा तो नर ऋषि ने फिर दोबारा उस पर अटैक किया. फिर वो जैसे अटैक हुआ ना वो समझ गया बॉस सामने तो कुछ पावरफुल है आदमी. सो देन नर ऋषि fought with Shastra Kavach and broke his armor. And then as soon as he broke his armor, Nar Rishi died. And then Shastra Kavach was thinking, okay, 999 तो है अपने पास. Then Narayan Rishi was actually doing tapasya for Nar Rishi for 1000 years. बस तपस्या करना चाहिए ना. Simultaneously side by side Narayan Rishi was doing tapasya for 1000 साल. तो वो इस वजह से नर ऋषि ने उनका आर्मर तोड़ दिया था. Narayan, जैसे ही Nar Rishi was killed, Narayan came and chanted a mantra in the ears of Nar Rishi, and Narayan started fighting with Sahastra Kavach, and Nar went back and started doing tapasya for another 1000 years. And then Narayan then again broke one more Kavach, and then he died. Then Nar Rishi came, and then he chanted mantra on his ear. Then Narayan went back and doing tapasya, and that keep on happening, and that way 999 Kavach were broken. And then Sahastra Kavach thought boss अब एक ही बचा है, भाग ले चुपचाप से. एंड ही रैन टुवर्ड्स सूर्यदेव. अब सूर्यदेव का पुराना डिवोटी था तो सूर्यदेव gave him shelter. Then Nar and Rishi went to him and they said कि give that person to us. We have to kill him. इसने बहुत सारा disturbance किया है. So Suryadev said कि no, I have given him shelter, Lord. You are God. Please, he has taken my shelter. उसको बख्श दो. And then what happened was when Kunti called Suryadev, so in her home, that Sahastra Kavach and Suryadev combined, they took birth as Karna. So sometimes we see heroic propensities in Karna, that's because of Suryadev. And demonic propensities are because of Sahastra Kavach. Like that. That's why two type of tug of war is happening. Like this is happening because of that. So this happened. These are Nar and Rishi. Now we go back. Now what should have Karna done? Now we pick up another case study. We pick up the case study of Vibhishan. Now Karna and Duryodhana's friendship was actually not that old, and it was based upon selfish motive. तुमने मेरे को राज्य दिया इसलिए मैं तुम्हारी हेल्प करूंगा, है ना? That's why you scratch my back, I will scratch your back, like that. But Vibhishan and Ravan were real brothers. वो बचपन से साथ रहे थे. But what did Vibhishan do? किसी को पता है विभीषण ने क्या किया था? विभीषण जैसे ही उसको पता लगा कि रावण इज फाइटिंग लॉर्ड राम, भगवान की तरफ से लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, विभीषण चेंज द पार्टी एंड ही केम टू राम. एंड एट दैट टाइम एक्चुअली वानरस वाज थिंकिंग कि बॉस ये तो सामने वाली पार्टी का सीक्रेट एजेंट भी हो सकता है, यहाँ की बात उधर कर देगा. विभीषण केम एंड सेड टू राम, आई वांट टू जॉइन योर पार्टी. Then many Vanaras said कि no, don't allow him, he will leak information from here to there. Then Hanuman said, no, allow him, Prabhu. Why? Because when I went to Lanka, I saw everybody was demoniac, but only one person was good. He was Vibhishan. He was chanting your name, Ram, Ram, Ram. He was chanting. So take him. So then Lord Ram said, Shakritdevo prapannaya tavat smriti vachetapi. अभयम सर्वदा तस्मै ददामि एतद् वृतं मम. कि whoever will come to me and say, Lord Ram, I am yours, I will relieve him from all kinds of fear. So why I will not accept him? He called Vibhishan Lankesh और उसी वक्त राज तिलक कर दिया लंकेश. Then Vanaras asked him कि प्रभु ये क्या कर दिया आपने, अभी तो लंका जीते भी नहीं है, उससे पहले ही इसका राज तिलक कर दिया, वो भी लंकेश बोल दिया, इसको लंका का राजा बोल दिया. तो मान लीजिए अभी अगर आपके पास रावण आ गया तो क्षमा मांगने के लिए, फिर आपने तो यू हैव मेड हिम लंकेश, तो इसका क्या करोगे? तो राम सेड अगर रावण आ गया मेरे पास तो आई विल गिव हिम माय अयोध्या, रावण को अयोध्या दे दूंगा. देन वानर का तो दिमाग चलता था क्योंकि वो इंटेलिजेंट वानर थे, ऐसे नहीं थे हमारी तरह, मतलब वो राम के सेना में थे ना, क्योंकि तो वो बोले अच्छा आप इनको अयोध्या दे दोगे रावण को, तो फिर अयोध्यावासी क्या, भरत क्या करेंगे? भरत को आप राजा बना के आए हो अयोध्या का. तो बोले राम भगवान कि आई विल गिव माय वैकुंठा स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड टू भरत. तो फिर देन वानर बोले अच्छा आप वैकुंठा भरत को दे दोगे तो अब आप कहाँ जाओगे, सब कुछ आप उसको दे दोगे. तो ही सेड आई विल लिव इन द हार्ट ऑफ माय डिवोटीज, दैट्स वेयर आई विल लिव. सो दिस इज द extraordinary compassion of person who takes shelter of Lord. Lord gives himself completely to his devotees. So Karna could also have done that. But he didn't do that. He was not as wise as Vibhishan, and he took the bad side. He fought devotees. You know, in this world, the worst thing to do, worst offense to do, is to fight a devotee of Lord. One time Durvasa Rishi, he went to the palace of Ambrish, and Ambrish was a very great devotee of Durvasa Rishi. So what Ambrish did was, Ambrish did Ekadashi Vrat. And Ambrish did Ekadashi Vrat, so Ambrish अब अगले दिन द्वादशी को जो एकादशी व्रत करते हैं, दे माइट बी नोइंग कि अगले दिन द्वादशी को यू हैव टू ब्रेक योर फास्ट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड. So that time period was passing. So Amrish thought कि I will drink water at least so that my fast will be broken and then I will serve Durvasa Rishi. क्योंकि etiquette ये होता है कि whenever a guest has come to your home, you have to serve him first, then you should eat something. But Amrish thought, let me take just one drop of water so as to break and then I will serve Durvasa. But Durvasa is known for his extraordinary anger और श्राप देने के लिए बहुत मशहूर है दुर्वासा ऋषि. तो दुर्वासा ऋषि को जब ये पता लगा तो दुर्वासा ऋषि कर्स्ड अम्बरीश, और उसमें दुर्वासा ऋषि ने क्या किया, अपना एक बाल निकाला और उससे एक डीमन प्रोड्यूस किया. तुरंत वहीं से विकराल डीमन आ गया उधर और बोला कि मारो अम्बरीश को. लेकिन वो अम्बरीश जो थे वो ग्रेट डिवोटी थे, तो भगवान का एक चक्र था, सुदर्शन चक्र. दैट सुदर्शन चक्र इज 24 आवर रेडी, ऑलवेज अलर्ट मोड में रहता है सुदर्शन चक्र. फॉर व्हाट? फॉर प्रोटेक्टिंग डिवोटीज ऑफ कृष्ण. ऑलवेज अलर्ट मोड पे रहता है हमेशा. जैसे ही सुदर्शन चक्र को पता लगा कि माय डिवोटी ऑफ माय लॉर्ड इज इन डेंजर, सुदर्शन चक्र आके उस डीमन को खत्म कर दिया तुरंत. फिर वहीं पे नहीं रुका सुदर्शन चक्र. सुदर्शन ने बोला कि ये डीमन किसने भेजा? दुर्वासा जी आपने भेजा. चलो अब आपको सबक सिखाते हैं. सुदर्शन ऋषि उनके पीछे पड़ गया. अब दुर्वासा ऋषि भाग रहे हैं और पीछे पीछे सुदर्शन चल रहा है. Durvasa Rishi went to all the demigods. Demigods said, "नहीं, Sudarshan said we cannot save you." Then Durvasa Rishi went to Brahma Ji. Brahma Ji said, "I cannot save you from Sudarshan. Only maybe Shiva can save you. Go to him." Shiva. He went to Shiva. Shiva said, "No, no, bro. I will not save you." Bro नहीं मतलब ऋषि. I talked with my actor friend just few minutes back. That's why this lingo is coming in my head. So then he went to Shiva. Then Shiva said, "No, maybe Lord Hari can save you." Vishnu, whose Sudarshan Chakra is this? Who is the possessor of this Sudarshan Chakra? Then he went to Vishnu. Vishnu said, "Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tuham madanyaphi tena janati naham tebhyo managapi." कि भैया मैं किसी को जानता नहीं हूँ, मैं तो अपने भक्तों को जानता हूँ, मेरे भक्त मुझे जानते हैं, मुझे मुझसे कुछ मत पूछो बस. अभी if a person who can save you is Ambrish himself. You go to Ambrish and beg forgiveness, then you will be saved. Then Durvasa Rishi went to Ambrish और बोले कि क्षमा कर दीजिए. Ambrish बोला अरे महात्मा मुझे क्षमा मांगनी चाहिए, और फिर वो वाला हो गया, दोनों एक दूसरे से क्षमा मांग रहे. But finally Sudarshan Chakra then stopped like that. So devotees are protected by Lord in this way. So Karna's biggest problem was that he took panga with a devotee of the Lord. That was the biggest mistake, and he took side of the wicked Duryodhan. But for what? For defeating Arjuna and Pandavas, who are the great devotees of Krishna. Second biggest offense was, again, he took panga with Draupadi. द्रौपदी का जब डिसरोबिंग हुआ था तो he incited Duryodhan, and that's why he had to face this. So that's why when this thing happened in the battle of Kurukshetra, and also when they were playing dice in that mahal, so Karna was the one who was giving all the bad plannings, bad strategies to Duryodhan, bad ideas like that. So at that time, actually what happened was Karna's one wheel got struck in mud, so he came down and he could not lift that wheel. उसका चैरियट ही फंस गया था उस पर. Then कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को बोला, अर्जुन सही समय है, कर दो काम तमाम. तो कर्ण ने बोला, अर्जुन ऐसा करोगे? निहत्थे पे हाथ उठाओगे? यू आर ए क्षत्रिय, एंड धर्म के हिसाब से यू कैन नॉट किल ए पर्सन हु इज नॉट ऑन चैरियट. एक चैरियट वाले को किल के चैरियट पे जो रहता है, अलग अलग लेवल ऑफ वॉरियर्स थे महाभारत में. अधिरथी, महारथी, रथी, फिर नीचे फुट सोल्जर्स. तो उसमें रूल्स ऐसे, प्रोटोकॉल्स ऐसे होते हैं वॉर में. आजकल तो कोई प्रोटोकॉल्स नहीं है, पहले ऐसे प्रोटोकॉल्स होते थे कि एक पैदल सैनिक है, उसको पैदल सैनिक मारेगा. कोई महारथी है तो वो महारथी से लड़ाई करेगा, कोई अधिरथी है वो अधिरथी से लड़ाई करेगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप अपना तो एक बड़ा सा एलिफेंट लेके घूम रहे हो और कि छोटे छोटे लोगों को मार रहे हो उधर। ये नहीं है, आपको फिर एलिफेंट वाले से लड़ाई करना पड़ेगा। तो कर्णा was not in on his chariot, that's why as per धर्म शास्त्र it was not legal to kill Karna. So Karna asked Arjuna that Arjuna, what will you do? You will kill me? So Krishna said, oh, now you are teaching dharma shastra. Where was your dharma shastra when Draupadi was disrobed in among all the assembly of the Kurus? Where was your dharma shastra when Abhimanyu was killed in the Chakravyuh? All you cannot kill a single warrior ऐसे ग्रुप बना के, you cannot kill धर्म शास्त्र के according. But Abhimanyu was killed in that way. And actually Chakravyuh is a defensive strategy. It's not an offensive strategy. Chakravyuh is actually made for defending yourself. But they use that Chakravyuh for killing a person. Where was your Dharma Shastra at that time? Where was your Dharma Shastra when Pandu, who was the rightful king of the kingdom, and his son Yudhishthir should be on the throne, but you took side of Duryodhana? Why you didn't do that? So Krishna actually भगवान है। भगवान का एक सिंपल फंडा भगवत गीता में बताया उन्होंने, ये यथामाम प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमान वर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः। अर्जुना, जिस फॉर्म में आप जैसे डील करोगे मेरे साथ, मैं भी आपके साथ वैसा डील करूंगा। तो तुम लोगों ने चीटिंग से इनको हराया है, इनके सारा प्रॉपर्टी किया, चीटिंग किया उस डाइस के मैच में, तो सबको चीटिंग से ही मारूंगा। कृष्ण चाहते तो सबको राइटफुली भी मार सकते थे, सुदर्शन चक्र लेके मार सकते थे। कृष्ण तो भगवान है, वो तो किसको कितना पावर भी मार सकते हैं। लेकिन इफ यू पिक अप ऑल द वॉरियर्स ऑफ द महाभारत, each and every warrior of Mahabharata is killed by cheating. And who is the biggest cheater of all cheaters? Krishna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the cheat of the cheaters. So Krishna killed everybody by cheating. भीष्म पिता में सामने शिखंडी को लेके आए, पीछे से अर्जुन ने मार दिया। ठीक है, ये दुर्योधन जा रहे थे अपनी, इधर जांग पे मारना अलाउड नहीं होता है, लेकिन भीमा को क्या आइडिया दिया, जांग पे मारो इसको। ठीक है, और किस किस को कैसे कैसे मारा? जयद्रथ को ये था कि सूर्य डूबने के बाद इसको मार नहीं सकता है कोई, और इतना पावरफुल एनिमी सबने जयद्रथ को बचाने के लिए लगा दिया था। कृष्णा did what? He hid sun for a while, and then they got relaxed, and then he removed, and then again that sun rose, sun came, and then Arjuna को बोला कि मारो। Everybody was killed by cheating. Why? Because they did this to devotee of Krishna. चीटिंग करके मेरे डिवोटीज के साथ करोगे तो अभी तुम्हारे साथ भी चीटिंग होगा। सब लोग बोले ये तो चीटिंग है। कृष्णा क्या बोले? ये चीटिंग नहीं है, सेटिंग है। तो like that, and then Karna was then killed by Arjuna at that time. So we can learn a lot of lesson actually. Which side we should pick up? We should always pick up side of God wherever we have to pick side. And there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita also, very important shloka. आप लोग मेरे पीछे पीछे दोहरा सकते हो। यत्र योगेश्वरा कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरा तत्र श्री विजयोर्भूतिर् ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। ट्रांसलेशन कौन पढ़ेगा? ट्रांसलेशन बुलंद आवाज चाहिए हमको, आपकी ही उधर बुलंद आवाज है, थिएटर वाली आवाज है। यस।
Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will be also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Thank you. Wherever there is Krishna, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरा, जहाँ पे अर्जुन जैसा भक्त रहेगा, तो वहां पे हमेशा क्या रहेगा, ऑप्यूलेंस, पैसे, खाने पीने की कोई टेंशन नहीं, रसगुल्ला रसमलाई कुछ भी खाओ, ठीक है, ऑप्यूलेंस, धन दौलत पैसा सब रहेगा उधर। विक्ट्री, हमेशा जय रहेगी उस साइड की, वो साइड हमेशा जीतेगा। धर्मो रक्षति रक्षिता, जिस साइड धर्म रहता है, जिस साइड भगवान रहते हैं, कृष्ण रहते हैं, विक्ट्री तो अपने आप रहेगी। और ऑप्यूलेंस क्यों नहीं रहेगा? कृष्ण कौन है? विष्णु है। विष्णु कौन है? लक्ष्मीपति है। लोग आजकल लोग क्या करते हैं, लोग लक्ष्मी के पीछे भाग रहे हैं, लक्ष्मी चाहिए लेकिन विष्णु नहीं चाहिए। दिवाली पे पूजा करेंगे तो शॉपिंग मार्केट बना लेंगे अपने पूजा के, उसको एक साइड रहेगा लक्ष्मी, विष्णु को हटाया, ठीक है, सरस्वती, सरस्वती के आसपास ब्रह्मा जी वगैरह उनको हटाया, गणेश जी को बैठा दिया, गणेश जी का कई बार चूहा भी हटा देते हैं। ये तीनों, क्योंकि इधर से विद्या मिल जाएगी, इधर से लक्ष्मी मिल जाएगा, गणेश जी जो भी टेंशन आएगी उसको हटा देंगे मुसीबत को, बस। और इनके जो रिश्तेदार है उनको नहीं। लेकिन ये किसकी आइडियोलॉजी है? ये आइडियोलॉजी है रावण मेंटेलिटी। दिस इज द रावण मेंटेलिटी। रावण सेपरेटेड सीता फ्रॉम राम। सीता is Lakshmi, Ram is Vishnu. So Ravan wanted Sita but not Ram. So what happened to Ravan? He was destroyed. His whole family got destroyed. His palace got destroyed. So we have to worship Sita Ram. We have to worship Radha Krishna like that. So we cannot demand opulence in itself. We have to worship Lord, and then opulence will come automatically, because Lakshmi is wife of Vishnu. So wherever Lakshmi is known as Chanchala, Lakshmi do not stay anywhere. But wherever there is worship of Vishnu going on, there is Lakshmi. There is Lakshmi. How many of you have gone to Mayapur temple? Not all of you. You can check out Mayapur temple, temple of Vedic planetarium. It's biggest temple in the world. So when Srila Prabhupada had this idea, we have to build a biggest temple, we have to build a spiritual city where everybody is engaged in devotional service. So the disciples of Srila Prabhupada asked Prabhupada, and at that time there was nothing, there was just rice paddy fields. Field was there, only field was there. Now you can see what is on YouTube, you can check later, TOVP, how beautiful that place is. So at that time disciples of Srila Prabhupada were there. And they asked Prabhupada, you are saying, Prabhupada was telling him, here one building should be there, here one big temple should be there, here this compound garden should be there, here this should be there, whole city Prabhupada planned. And disciples were thinking, Prabhupada, हमारे पास तो हम तो ट्रेन से भी जनरल के टिकट में आए हैं इधर, we don't have a single penny, why, where the money will come? Prabhupada said, you are worshipping Radha Madhava. Wherever there is Madhav, Madhav means husband of Lakshmi. So Lakshmi will always be there. Don't worry about Lakshmi. And then you can see so much Lakshmi came, so much opulence came to them. They are building such a big temple. So like that, opulence will be there, victory will be there. That's why Arjuna won the match, the war. Why? Because Krishna was on his side. And then Hanuman was on the flag of Arjuna. Everybody came to bless Arjuna like that. Extraordinary power. When Yudhishthir became king, they were very powerful kings, very powerful, like that. And morality, niti. It's not that Krishna ke devotees are immoral; they are very much moral. You see Yudhishthir Maharaj, you see Parikshit Maharaj, you see kings, Amrish Maharaj, very big kings. They were very moral. So that is the final. Krishna said, that is my opinion, and this is the final words spoken by Sanjay to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra was asking, क्या चल रहा है यार वॉर में? तो संजय ने बोला, भाई मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कौन जीत रहा है कौन हार रहा है, क्योंकि धृतराष्ट्र के बच्चे थे ना अपोजिट साइड में, बस मैं इतना बता देता हूँ, जहाँ पे कृष्ण रहेंगे वो साइड जीतेगी। धृतराष्ट्र समझ गया, बस अपना काम हो गया। So this is the final conclusion, that we should take side of God and we should follow his instructions. His instruction. Krishna instructed Karna that you take the right side of Pandavas. You know that Duryodhana is a wicked person. Don't take his side. And he didn't follow him and he met with destruction. So we should also follow instructions of Krishna given in Bhagavad Gita. But before following instruction, we have to read instructions. Like that. and we should always respect and follow instruction of devotees of Krishna. We should always be friends with them. They are, अगर उनको ऑफेंस करने से इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है तो उनकी आज्ञा का पालन करने से और उनके साथ रहने से और उनको फ्रेंड बनाने से कितना फायदा भी होता होगा ना. अगर दुश्मन बनने से नुकसान है तो फ्रेंड बनाने से कितना फायदा होता होगा. लाइक दैट. Okay, that was all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare